show. It is me, your girl Laborly, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so much I want to talk about today. Not really headlines or anything of that nature. Sometimes I go there on a Wednesday, but not today. I got some things on my mind, heavy on my mind, and I felt like today is the day to talk about it because we are adults and we take accountability. So, first things first, what you need to know is today is Wet and White Wednesday. Today is the day that we come and we talk about the salacious, the titillating, the taboo, the crazy shit. We talk about that. That's what we do on a Wet and White Wednesday. I have some questions for you guys, and hopefully, I'll get some answers. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. But before I get into all of that, there are some things that I need to be said because I say these things every show. I don't know why we're surprised about it right about now. I say these things. Join the conversation, drop a comment, call in or text 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. Um, like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I care more about the likes than I do about the subscriptions. I always want you to share, so that's not it. But just remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to move the wavelength. Before we get into all of the nitty gritty, since it's adult night, I'm gonna play this quick commercial, and I'll be right back. Right back. What they're offering might just have you in the mood to get naked. Flex offers $100 off a six-pack of wine for $39.99, including shipping. Again, the offer is $100 off of a six-pack of wine for $39.99 with shipping included. These are not small bottles of wine. These are your normal size bottles of wine, and you're guaranteed to fill your wine cellar or have a really good time. Get it now, y'all. Get it. Okay. Let me make sure everything's all right. Everything's looking good. So last night, there go my boo. This is what I'm about to say is specifically for you. So I'm glad you chimed in. Ham. I'm good. I'm glad you hear me because I got some things to say to you. So last night, I was drinking a little bit. I was a little tipsy, and I kind of said the wrong name when I shouldn't have. I apologize to you because you are my Brazilian man, or Brazilian man that is not a Brazilian man, and I don't play with you. So my apologies. But I got some things to talk about. I wanted to say that to you first. But good. We good to go. You can hear me. Hopefully we won't have any sketchiness today. So one thing that I've noticed, and since I've been doing this podcast, and it's a reason why this was created. Uh, yeah, boo. When I called you rock by accident, it was an accident. You know I love you. Don't play with me. Um, Stop playing with me, Doc. You know I love you. Don't do that. But it's a thing that I put up every now and again where I feel like people need to have an understanding. There's a couple of things. And I got a question. So, Doc, you're very important because you always talk, when I ask these questions, you always have some feedback for me. So, I'm going to get to that question in a minute. But before I get to that question, I want to talk about this. Hi, Mo. This is my other boops. Mo, hi. Okay. Anyway, I usually put this up when people get me fucked up, and I'm cussing already, but I don't even care at this point. So I'm gonna put this up real quick so it can be understood that this is the house that Cat built. And I'm putting this up for a reason. A reason because sometimes people misunderstand who I am, how I carry it when it comes to this show, amongst other things such as business and things of that nature. So let me take that off the screen. Wednesday. I put that. I usually only do the house that Cat built on Wet and White Wednesday. So first things first. When I started the show, even though I had a partner, She didn't fit the bill, baby. Yeah, okay, why? She did not fit the bill. I fit the bill. I paid for the. That's why she held no intellectual property when it came to this podcast, right? Because I fit the bill. I still fit the bill. Um, Nobody is putting in on these bills that I collect when it comes to this podcast. And trust and believe, your girl collects some bills. I don't get that many. I've gotten a donation or two here and there, but really it comes from my pocket, right? Um, Nobody else chips in when it comes to that, right? So there are things. I'm going to get to my question in a minute, but there are things that you need to know before you approach me in any manner. And the reason why you need to know these things is this. This is the house that Cat built. And I do have some male counterparts. There's only one that sometimes gets me messed up. And trust and believe, we have a conversation outside of this. But although I do have male counterparts around me, people that I deal with, people that I'm cool with and all that, and, you know, they support and they show love, still the house that Cat built. My crown is here. You feel me? Yeah, I wear that crown heavy. So when it comes to my kingdom, nobody gets to tell me how I get to go about doing what it is that I do. See, I built this thing and I'm going to continue to build this thing. I take recommendations, suggestions, you know, but my format is my format. If you would like a certain kind of format, start your own. Do your own thing. Don't tell me about mine, baby. However I put it together, it's going to get there. If you want, yeah, it is very much the house that Cat built. If you would like certain things done a certain kind of way and certain I'm going to get to that in a minute. You want things done a certain kind of way and you want certain requests filled, start your own podcast. Otherwise, and again, I'm cussing early, but I don't care, shut the fuck up. Period. That's how I feel about that. Yeah. I don't take requests when it comes to music, and the only day that I'm a sacrificial lamb to whatever it is that I got going on is on a Friday. And on that Friday, my DJ handles the mix, and then I come in and I play videos. Yesterday, but I got in trouble with you, so you probably wasn't paying much attention to it. But I don't take requests. My DJ, he creates the mixes. He sends them to me. He lets me listen over to them as far as sound quality and things of that nature. But I do not tell him what to put in his mixes because that is his thing. He does that for me. Because sometimes, baby, you got to come in hot. I have to say this early so that it'll be known so the rest of the show can go smoothly. So everything is understood. What's understood is understood. But yeah, I let my DJ rock off. I just check for sound quality. He does his thing. And then at the end, somewhere in between there, sometimes I play a video or we just, shoot the shits. But at the end of the day, even if you did make donations to the show, this is the house that Cat built. And therefore, I'll consider what you ask. But at the end of the day, I still make the decisions. Although I deal in diplomacy, and I always say this is a democracy, we'll vote on it, the end decision comes to me because I pay the bills. So that's first. I wanted to go there first. I appreciate those who rock with the show, regardless of regardless. Like, I appreciate those who understand that I can only be my authentic me. I'm not coming on here to be fake. I'm not coming on here to put on a show and act a certain kind of way. How you get me on this show is how I am in everyday life when I walk outside this door. But one thing I don't have is problems with people outside my door. That I don't have. I don't do that. I don't have no problems with nobody. Other than if they come for me. If you come for me, then that's a different monster. But I generally don't have problems with people outside my door. I'm a very polite person. But if I feel some kind of way, I'm going to snap, and that's just going to be what it is. And you just deal with it or you don't deal with it. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to be anybody but who I am, and I love who I am. And nobody else is going to make me feel like I should be anything different. God made me the way He made me, and that's what it is. So that's that. Now I have a question. I have a question. I told y'all that was coming. I just needed to get that stuff out of the way first. I have a question. Do you think, and I would type it in the, no, I'm not going to type it in the comment. I probably will repeat the question again so that anybody who wants to jump in can jump in. Do you think it is possible to have love and a career and happiness? Now, for me, I asked this question with purpose. I'm never asking a question without purpose, but that's the question. Do you think that you can have all of everything together, or do you think it has to come in pieces? Now, the reason why I asked this is this. You see the title. The title says pay attention, because there are some things that, in certain aspects of your life, you could be real, real happy, right? Really, really happy. But then there's something lacking in another area of your life, right? Which it happens. That's life. That's how life works. We make mistakes. We do things. We're not always perfect. I'm not perfect by far, but then I don't strive to be perfect. I just try to do my best. Okay, let me see what Doc had to say real quick. Doc said you can, but some sacrifices got to be made. All right, further reiterate on that. But yeah, I've noticed over the years, though, that like one aspect of my life can be really, really good in a great space, and then a whole nother, like, then it'll flip, and then something good will happen over here, and then that aspect of my life is fucked up. Don't know why it's like that. And you know what? It's crazy, because when it comes to anything that I invest my time and energy and heart and mind into, I give it my all. And I give it my all, and it could all be at the same time that I give my all, but somewhere there's something that doesn't work for all of the situations, right? So pay attention. First things first, we all know that there's a such thing as red flags and green flags. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. A lot of times, because we so enamored and involved in our situations, that we don't always pay attention. Although the red flags will be right there in your face, though. They'll be right there. You'll be like, it'll be right there. And you'll ignore the red flags because you feel like, I want to have it all. I want all of these things. I want success as far as my career. I want to be as successful I want to be successful as parents. These are my goals anyway. I want to be successful as a parent. I want to be a good parent to my kid, right? I want to be successful as far as my career, and I feel like I can have love too. I just, a lot of times, have not paid attention to the red flags. So I'm very aware of that now, more aware of that now than ever, right? So what I've learned over the years, not just lately, but over the years, is that I gotta stop ignoring those red flags, and I gotta start paying attention to the green flags, which is good. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I'm just dating right now, because then that way I'm not jaded. I'm paying attention to the red and the green flags. And here's my advice for this evening. If they tell you what it is, if they're telling you what it is, then that's what it is. Don't try to make up in your mind. Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Don't try to make up in your mind other things and think that it's going to be like, oh, okay. No, they told you what it was, so just go with it. I've learned that very much. I've learned that very much. If the person is telling you what it is, then it is what it is. But at the same time, if they told you what it is, they can't expect no more than what you willing to give. You feel me? So let me see. I'm going to give an example. So let's say you decide that you want to be in a relationship with a person, right? But that person doesn't necessarily want to be in a relationship. Don't force that shit. They told you what the fuck it is. And then here's the thing. They told you what it was and you tried to force it, and they going to do the same shit that you don't. They going to do the shit that you don't want them to do because you forced it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you just paying attention, this person don't want to be with me. Now, on the flip side, let's get to this. On the flip side, now that you know what it is, you act accordingly. If all right, one person can be stretched thin doing a lot. Yeah, I've been that person many, many, many times, right? All the time, most of the time, anyway. When it comes to relationships, I've been that person that, like, I've really been that person. Like, I give my all, I put my everything into it, and not receive the same in return. But so the flip side, if that person tells you that they don't wanna relationship with you, they don't want to be, take it for what it is, and then live your best life. And that means don't give them relationship privileges if they're not in a relationship with you. That's like, I don't do wifely duties. I'm not gonna act like your wife. I might cook for you every now and again, but it's not gonna be I'm cooking for you every night type of situation. You're not my man. You're not my man, but let alone you're not my husband. So I can't act like a wife to you because I am not your wife. I've been a wife before. I know how that goes. I'm not your wife. Now, my ex-husband, I used to cook for him a lot. Matter of fact, I was the person that was cooking in the household. He never cooked for me. But I'm not at liberty to act like your wife when I'm not anywhere near being your wife. And especially if I'm not in the position of being your lady. Period. I'm just not doing that. And I know some people don't like that. Well, how am I supposed, this is what I call a gaslight though. Well, how am I supposed to know if I want to be with you? How am I supposed to know if I want to be with you if I can't see what you about, or, how you going to carry it if you my lady? Well, here's my explanation to that. You'll find out when you make the commitment. Otherwise, you're just not gonna fucking know. That's not my responsibility to let you know what it's gonna be. Now, if you play your cards right and you do what you're supposed to do, then I'm gonna play my cards right and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. But don't ask me for stuff. Like, don't ask me for listen, don't ask. Yeah, it is a tough call. Women, relationships can't be one-sided. Exactly. And a lot of us fuck it up because we go with taking the one side and then letting them get away. And that goes for men and women. It's not a woman or man thing. It's not a gender thing. It happens to both sides. Like, sometimes the man will be putting in his all, but the woman will be out here acting a fool, and vice versa. It is a tough call. I mean, it's a tough call. It is a tough call, but here's the thing. People run through life so much with so many expectations about what it is they want and how they want it to have. But again, wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute. But again, these expectations, you fucked up for having them. You can't expect anybody to be more than what the fuck they're gonna be. Expect me not to act like your wife if I'm not your wife. Expect me not to act like your woman if I'm not your woman. Expect that. I'm not doing that. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. Hold on. Let me see what you said, Dot. Men and I myself would want to what I need my glasses. What if you like to be see, listen. Again, you know that old saying, why buy the cow if you can have the milk for free? That's an old saying. My grandmother used to say that. I'm not getting ready to give you all of that. I've been somebody's wife before, so I know what I'm capable of doing and what I'm capable of being, and why we not together is some more other stuff. And it has nothing to do with my capability of being a wife. It's just sometimes expectations are hold on, are yeah, you gonna, but how you gonna make sure? Cause see, let me tell you, this is the trap, real quick, right? Let me tell y'all where sometimes y'all fellas, and I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all get it messed up sometimes. Cause y'all got it in y'all minds that a female can't trap you. Well, y'all know y'all can get trapped, but y'all think of the trap the wrong way. See, usually it's like she gonna try to trap me with a kid. I have never tried that shit up that day in my life. I didn't have my child till I was 32, and trust me, it was a surprise when she came. Um, a female can put you in a situation where she have you thinking that she's gonna do these things, she's gonna be this way, she's gonna act this way, and then as soon as she gets you where she wants you, guess what? She ain't doing that shit no more. It's a catch-22. Yes, it is. I want to make sure that the cow can give milk. You don't never know that. That's why I just made that statement. The cow could be like, hey, I'm gonna give you the milk, tell you I'm gonna give you the milk, act like they're gonna give you milk, perform like they're gonna give you the milk, and not give you the milk. I'm just saying. Again, my grandmother said something very special back in the day. Old saying, why buy the cow? You can get the milk for free. I'm not giving up. I'm again not acting like anything than what I am. If we are dating, we are dating. We're not in a relationship. If we are in a relationship, we are in a relationship, and that's a solid foundation for the future. If I am your wife, if I say I do to you, I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for me. If I say I do to you, then I'm gonna try to be the best wife I can be. But if you take that shit for granted, don't ever get it twisted. I'm out. I don't stick around for the bullshit. I don't. I told you my disconnect is real. And I'm going to do me, and I'm going to be the best at doing me. But if you're a good man to me, I'm going to be the best woman I could be to you. I'm not a cow, because of course I'm not a cow, but I will be the best that I can be for you. So do you expect, hold on, Doc says, so do you expect the man to do husband? No, because he's not my husband. That's what I'm saying. This is not a gender thing. This is stop expecting things from people because they're only going to give you what they want to give you. It's not a gender thing. No, I don't want no man running around acting like he's my husband and he's not my husband. But I want him to act like what he is. If he's my man, he's my man. See, first and foremost, one thing that I've learned, and sadly enough, that's part of how I got married, but one thing that I've learned is one thing that I'll never do again is shack up with anybody. I'm not shacking up with you. You live where you live. I live where I live. You feel me? And then once I become your wife, then we'll live together. Otherwise, we just in a relationship. And if we're dating, we're dating. I don't want you to act like my husband and we dating. No, I don't want that. I don't want no man acting like he's my husband and we're only dating. And then again, remember there is a difference between dating and a relationship. Dating, we're seeing each other. You know what I mean? We kick it, we hang out, all that. If we're in a relationship, then that means we're committed to each other. We made a decision that this is who I'm going to be with, and vice versa. We're married, that means we're one. We're a union. We come together. We attacking this world together. We are uniting our kingdoms, because I very much have a kingdom, and any man that I decided I'm going to be with should have a kingdom too. And we're uniting our kingdoms. But there is levels to this shit, and I don't think everybody gets that part. Let me see. What else you said, Doc? Let me get to it. If that's the case, how does the relationship grow if both parties doing bare minimum of courting? I didn't say courting, baby. I said if you're dating, you're dating. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't ever get twisted what I'm saying. If you're dating, that's the courtship. That's the courting part. You're dating, but you're not. I don't believe that you're in a solid commitment until you say, all right, we in a relationship. This is what we're doing. And in that part, that's the growth. Everything is a process. I say stop rushing shit. You're courting me, that means we're going out on dates. No, fuck, because you know what? That's another thing that I hate too. Stop assuming that everything has to be monetary too. Like when I say go out on dates, I mean, like again, a nice walk together, holding hands, talking, having a conversation, getting to know each other. That's a date for me. Well, there are different versions of my types of dates though, but Well, this is White and White Wednesday, so it could be X-rated if I want to, but it's different levels to this shit. So I'm only giving you the bare minimum if we're just courting, or you know what I mean, we're dating. Why would I give you more than the bare minimum? I've said this so many times. I wish my brother was on here right now, because he'll tell you, I say this all the time to him. And I say this to males. I don't even say this to females, which is crazy. I have a rule, and then my rule is, if we're not together, hold on, I'll get to your comment in a minute, Doc baby. If we're when I first start seeing somebody, which is the courtship part, I'm never gonna give you more than 60%. I'm not gonna give you I'm never gonna give you more than 40%, actually. So I'm gonna give you the 40% because it's a gradual process. I'm getting to know you, you getting to know me. And remember, you can know somebody for 10 years and still not know them. So I don't give up automatically. I'm not giving you 100%. And we're just courting each other. Why would I give you 100%? That's stupid. Now, as we go along and the commitment is there, like we together, we establish that we are together, then it just slowly but gradually I up the ante. So we go from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and then 60 to 70, and then eventually, if all goes well, then I give you 100%. But I'm not giving you more than 100. I'm not giving you 100%, and we just courting. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy, crazy expectations. Our duties performed during a relationship. I mean, husband and wifey duties. No, we're in a relationship. I'm still not your wife. No, I'm not acting like your wife, and I'm not your wife. I don't know how else to put it. I'm not gonna act like I'm your. Now, again, I'll cook for you on occasion. Not every night though. I'll cook for you on occasion. I'll do little things here, little things there. I'm a sweet person, so you might get a gift out of me. I might even take you on a date. I take the dude that's my dude. I take him on a date. Even the dude I'm dating, I'll take him on a date. But I'm not gonna act like I'm your wife, and I am not your wife, and I don't want you acting like you my husband, and you are not my husband. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's real fair. Nah, I ain't nobody wifey if I'm your girlfriend or your woman. I'm your woman, or however your lady, your woman. That's what I am. I'm not doing that no more. And the reason why I carry it like that now is because I've already done that a few times over. Acted like I was the wife and trying to do the wifely duties. And it came to bite me in my ass. No, I'm giving what you giving. What you give me is what I'm giving you. So if you make the commitment and I accept the commitment, then I'm going to act accordingly. If we're dating, then I'm going to act like we're dating, which means we're not exclusive. We're dating. If we're in a committed relationship, then we're in a committed relationship. And I'm not seeing nobody else. And if I'm your wife, I'm yours, we are one. That's how that goes. I don't think that that's unfair at all. And I don't think that's unfair. I think that's very fair. On either side, that's a fair thing. I don't think that the man should act like he's somebody's husband and he's not somebody's husband. I think if you're her man, then you act like you're her man. Y'all in a committed relationship, but y'all not there yet. If you're courting, you're dating, you're free to see who you want to see too. I feel like that's fair. I don't think that that's too much to ask. I don't. But I do believe that, I want to believe that you can have it all, though. But then there's this thing, too. And it goes, again, not a gender thing. I never base anything based upon gender. Okay, wait. Before I go to that. So, scenario. You get a flat on the side of the road in the rain. As your guy, not husband, do I come and fix it for you? If you choose to. If not, I'll call AAA. They got services for that. See what I'm saying? Like, I am the type of woman, though, if my man, because we're not even talking about courtship, we just talking about a dude being my man. If my man decides that he doesn't want to do something that maybe I need done, I'm the type of woman that I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But if he wants to, if he feels like, babe, I'm gonna get ready to come fix that for you because I can't have you out there, then yes. Now, will it make me look at him sideways like, all right, you gonna leave me out here in the rain? That's cool. I see it for what it's worth. You feel me? I'm gonna keep that in my mental Rolodex. You feel me? That's it. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna figure it out, baby. Oh yeah, I remember Cat. I'm gonna figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm also not one of them type of women that just wait for anybody to do anything for me. I'm gonna figure it out. So I could have a flat and my man could decide that he don't want to come fix the flat for me. He might be on the phone when I get the flat and be like, all right, well, what you gonna do? I'm gonna figure it out. He don't gotta be there to do it for me. But if he's there, I mean, if he's my dude, he probably gonna want to do that for me, and that's cool. It's cool. I mean, it is what it is. And I return favors. It might be something he need that I'm gonna be there for, but I'm not acting like his wife. That's just being considerate of somebody that you care for. That's not fair to remember. To remember that he isn't your husband, like you said. Yeah, it is fair because nobody can tell anybody else what they're going to do and how they're going to carry it. Remember this. One thing that I always say is, it is not my job to make you happy. It is not your job to make me happy. But I can remember it's your job to add to my happiness. But I also can remember the shit that if you make my life complicated, then it's a fair game, bruh. See, that's why dating and relationships is complicated. It's not really, because what I just said was very simple. People make it very complicated. It's not really that complicated. We're courting. You're not my man. You date who you want to date. I date who I want to date, and we trying to figure some shit out. You're my man. We together. We committed. I'll do things for you from time to time, but not all the time. And you can do things for me if you choose to do so from time to time, not all the time. But those things that you choose not to do, it's okay for me to remember that, because why would I make you my husband? Why would I say yes to being your wife if I know that at the end of the day, you ain't going to hold me down? And why would you make me your wife if you know at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold you down? I'm just not going to do more than what I have to do. And if we not shacking up, then we ain't got to worry about that anyway. I'm not shacking up with nobody anyway. Okay, let's see what you had to say. I, myself, as a man, will change your tire if you just my woman, not my wife. But that's a tire. I'm talking about wife. So you understand what wifely duties are. We live in a home together. I maintain the household. I maintain the kids. I make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be in your household. So when you come home, you have nothing to worry about. You got dinner on the table. You feel me? The house is clean. Everything's good. Changing a tire is not a wifely duty. I mean, a husband duty. That's just a stranger on the street can change my tire. That's not something I mean, a husband does it, but or a boyfriend does it if he wants to, but that's not. It's kind spirits out here in the world. That's not a duty that necessarily. But again, I'm the type of chick. If it got to be done and you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'll call AAA. It's nothing. I'm giving you my milk. You better buy this cat. What? What? Calling that Brazilian man, non-Brazilian man shit down. But no, I just think that at some point in time, you just gotta distinguish the boundaries, because sometimes a lot of us don't set those boundaries and we don't let people know what we stand for and what we don't fucking stand for. And I think therein lies a lot of the problem with a lot of relationships. Nobody is having these conversations about what it is they want and what it is they expect. You changing my tire is not a husband duty. You feel me? That's my man can change my tire. My husband can change my tire. Hell, the man that's courting me can change my tire. That's not a husband duty. That's a kind gesture. That's what that is. Me being a wife, that means I'm taking care of the home. You ain't never coming in there to a dirty house. Well, I don't have those issues now, but you never coming home to a dirty house. You never coming home to dirty kids. I might not cook all the time, but I cook for you. You know what I mean? I make sure your drawers is in the hamper because that's annoying to me. I'm not really going to complain about the toilet seat being up. That's my husband. He leave the fucking toilet seat up from time to time. It's just, you feel me? It's just certain things that you do as a wife that I'm not going to do if I'm not your wife. That's all. Um, a husband's duty to make sure I'm protected, make sure I'm feeling safe, make sure, and changing my tire don't necessarily make me feel protected or feel safe. Again, it's AAA. They handle those type of situations. But make sure I feel protected. I feel safe. I feel secure. I feel provided for, and that's not necessarily a financial thing. You can provide in different ways. Trust me. Making sure I'm in the right headspace to do all of the things that you want me to do as my husband. I mean, as your wife. You know what I mean? Just making sure that my road is easy. Like I said, nobody is responsible for making you happy but you. But people can add to your happiness. You feel me? I don't go into no situation thinking, all right, well, you going to make me happy. No. Do I want to be happy? Absolutely. You know what I mean? But you can't always make me happy. So let me see something. Derek said, hi, Derek, honey. First, let me say hi. Hi. I've changed tires for several women I didn't know. Never saw them again. No big deal. Good evening. See what I'm saying? Like, that's a good Samaritan can change a tire. So that's not. And if I knew how to change a tire, I do it myself. I do a lot of shit myself. Remember, you said it, Cat MacGyver. Like, you said that. I'm one of those women that is very much, okay, I'm going to get it done. Somebody got to do it. You know what I mean? Somebody got to do it. And not all the time can I wait for somebody else to come do it for me. So I might got to call AAA since my scenario was handled by AAA. But that's simple. I don't think necessarily taking the trash out is a husband duty. You know why? Because I live in a house where there is nothing but women. And guess who takes the trash out every trash day? Me. That ain't the duties. But Kat, you keep a score. If he don't, I don't keep a score. I keep it in mind, because how am I supposed to make him my husband if I can't get to the husband part if you can't be there for me? I'm not keeping a score. I'm just keeping that in mind. It's not a score thing. I'm keeping it in mind. All right. Like I said, I've taken men on dates, and the fact that they didn't take me out on a date either, it's a problem. Because then that means it's one-sided. What the fuck wants a one-sided situation? Would it be fair if the guy remembered she didn't cook or make my lunch? Dude, it's up to the dude. I can't tell the dude how to feel about nothing. I can only say how I feel about it. Is he making my lunch? Well, first of all, first, let's get out of this 1930s, 40s, and 50s thoughts, right? We live in a society today where a lot of men, I'm not going to say all men, but a lot of men expect for their woman to get out here and work, right? So I refuse to not get out here and pull my weight. I'm going to do my thug. I like making shit happen. I like putting shit together. I like making you know what I mean? Like, I like these things. So I don't want to sit in the house and be your cook and maid all the time. Sometimes she not going to fucking cook. Sometimes she not going to make your lunch. You got two hands. You know how to make a lunch too, right? But you want her to get out there and work, go to work, and then come home and do all of that. No, just too much. You asking for too much. Now, if you going to take care of the household, she ain't got to work. She ain't got to do shit. All she got to do is sit in the house all day. Then, yes, the house should be clean. The dinner should be made. Your lunch should be packed. Your breakfast should be made in the morning. And she should be fucking the shit out you. I swear to goodness. But don't ask me to do all of that shit and go out here and work a full-time job too. I'm sorry, sir. That's not happening. So basically, it all needs to be told up front. Yes, I think that very much. Oh, let me say, if me and you was on a date, you need to say this day one, so we clear. I do. That's the thing about me, and I said that's at the beginning of the show. One thing that you always gonna get from me is my authentic me. And I tell y'all all the time, and whether y'all believe it or not, I don't do no lying to y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. I believe that when you first start dating a person, that courtship situation, all cards should be on the table. So that way you both know what to expect from each other. Once you decide that you're going to get into a committed relationship, then all cards should be on the table too, so you both know what to expect from each other. And if you're going to, and a lot of us don't do this, myself included, I didn't do it when I got married my first time. I haven't been married since, but when I got married, what we did not do is sit down and have a discussion about expectations. What do you need? What is it that I need? You feel me? And we exchange those thoughts so we can have an understanding about who we are as a people. A lot of people don't like having those conversations. They are scared of those conversations. To a lot of people, those conversations are really, 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 really weird. I don't run away from those conversations. I want to know. I want to know what I should be expecting, so that therefore later on down the line, or what it is that you expect from me, so therefore later on down the line, I'm not sitting there like, well, what the fuck is wrong with you? And why are you mad? Because I already told you. You can't be mad at what I already told you. You feel me? You can't be upset with that. You can't be. If we had the discussion, what are you mad for? You already know what it is. Like, for example, I date a dude and we might kick it and got a good vibe and all of that. But eventually I'm going to let him know what it is. I'm not going to be here for you to just lay up with me all the time because you fucking feel like it. I'm not doing that. At some point in time, I'm going to get tired of this shit. And that's because I know who I am. A lot of us don't know who we are or have an understanding. I do a lot of self-reflection and I love taking accountability. So I know who I am. So if I know who I am, I can serve you with who I am fast. I can tell you who I am, where I'm coming from, and what I expect out of the situation. To who? I ain't got to say that. And I told you from day one. I'm straightforward. I don't hide nothing from nobody. Whatever I got to say is what I got to say. They going to stick around. They going to stick around. They not. Right now, I'm not in a relationship. So, but I say what it is that I need to say. You haven't said this to him yet. Trust me, that's one of the first things I'm probably going to say. Or eventually, I'm going to get to saying it like, listen here. And then another thing I'm big on saying, there is no revolving door, honey. You here, you either in or you out. Like, get out of here. It's one or the other. Your current gentleman, you are saying. I have said that to him. See, that's why I'm saying I say these things. I'm upfront. I don't lie. I say what I feel. I say what's on my heart. I'm not afraid to say none of this stuff. Nobody puts fear in me. So if I feel a kind of way, then I'm going to say what I got to say. I say to whatever. We ain't there yet though. So, but I've said it already. I'm not here. Did he take it well? Yeah. Nobody ever takes these conversations well though. The whole part is you gotta not give a fuck about how they take it. It is what it is. I'm being truthful about who I am as a woman. So how you take it is how you take it. But you can't say I never said it. You can't say I never told you. You can't say, well, I didn't know we was going. No, you know because I told you, because I'm up front with it. And I feel like that's a fair way to be. So however he take it is however he take it. That's how I feel about that. And he could watch this and no, I said however you take it is however you take it. I'm telling you the God's honest truth, and I'm telling you that truth because I'm not going to tell you no lies. I'm a very reliable person, very dependable, very honest. Sometimes brutally honest. No, because again, some people don't know how to express their feelings or say what it is that they need to say. That's not my problem, though. I said what I was supposed to say. I can't control what other people do. But I set my expectations, and either you're going to be with it or you're not. You feel me? That's how I feel about it. So, you're not in control of other people. You're only in control of yourself. Nobody has control over anybody else. Although people try. Oh, they try. Lord, they tell you what to think, how to act, how to speak. No, you can't tell me none of that. I got free will. I have a brain, despite what people think. You feel me? I have a brain of my own. I put things together, and I'm a really good problem solver, and I'm really good at critical thinking, and I'm very great. I'm amazing at using logic. I don't need anybody to think for me. So however, you feel is how you feel. How I feel is how I feel. Now it's either going to work or it's not going to work. But at the end of the day, on my part, on my behalf, you're going to know how I feel and where I'm coming from. And I know, fellas, I know sometimes y'all be like, oh, shut up, because you don't want to hear what the chick got to say. But it's important to listen. You feel me? It's very important. I'm going to get to it, baby. It's very important to listen, because if you don't listen, then you're sitting around looking dumb, even though she already told you what it is. And vice versa, ladies. Same thing for y'all. Listen. Sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes I just shut the fuck up, even if I'm not listening. I take it in. Sometimes it's just like, all right, you get on my nerves. It depends on the situation. You feel me? Different scenarios, different people. But we are going to get to these love notes, baby. Let me put this on the screen real quick. We are going to get to the love notes. I'm just saying, just be honest with yourself, though. Don't be out here with fairy tales of how it's going to be and all of that. Just be real. So love, and show notes plus show notes equals love notes. That's coined by Doc. Doc made that up. I just called it love. He said it was show notes, and then he just combined it together, and now they call it love notes. Love notes. All right, and did I put the new one up? Oh, no. Hold on. Because I got to put the new one up real quick. It ain't going to take long, y'all. I got a new one, and because I added some extra countries in the equation, because there's more countries on the list, so I had to put that up. Okay, let me take this down real quick. Hold on before we get to the love notes. But I'm just saying, and I love you for listening to me, babe. I did update. I did it today. I was trying to work a little bit, before the show started, and I did it today. I did. You proud of me? I did it today. But I just try to be honest to who I am. You feel me? I try not to go out here, making people feel like I'm one way and I'm a whole nother way when they, running. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm silly, of course. Hold on. Let me put these on the screen real quick. You do listen to me, darling, and I appreciate you so much, Doc. She updated it. Yeah, they updated today because I keep telling them I'm going to update it and then forget. So today I was like, nah, I ain't going to forget today. I'm going to update it. And I did. So let me put the new one out real quick, and then I will get to the love notes. But yeah, I don't want to be that person who is uploaded now. I don't ever want to be that person who's like, oh, I'm not the same person. You feel like I'm always going to be, like I said, I'm the same person even on this podcast. Let me say this. I had a dude that I considered dating, right? And you know what made me sick about him? He kept saying, I want the podcast lady, and you cool too. And I'm like, dude, they the same person. You feel me? I'm no different, because I'm probably a little bit more vicious as the podcast lady, maybe, but I'm the same person. I'm still the same person. Don't separate the two. We the same fucking. The podcast lady is the same fucking person. Don't separate us. I'm the same person on and off the camera. The only difference is when I come off this camera, I'm probably going to put in, especially because my house is cold, I'm probably going to put on some sweatpants and a t-shirt because I feel most comfortable that way. That's it. It's the only difference. Anyway, love. We're going to show some love real quick. Big shout out to my top 6: the United States, United Kingdom, India, France, Germany, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. I appreciate you so much. Oh, the love. I love you guys. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Canada, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Ow, I love you, boo. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, the Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Japan, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. I do. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, China, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, Czech Republic, and Portugal. Hi, honeys. Welcome. Come back. I appreciate you. Come back. Anyway, saying what wait, let's see. Saying what I'm saying I want the podcast lady is funny. Yo, he really said that, and he's not here because of that. Like, I'm the same person. Don't separate the two. Just because I do a podcast, well, now 4 days a week, does not mean I'm a whole different person. I'm the same person on and off the camera. You think like I said, I'm probably nicer off the camera than I am on the camera. They're the same person. Don't separate. Like I said, the only thing that switches up is when I get off this camera, I'm going to take these clothes, I'm going to take this dress off. I'm going to put on some sweatpants because my house is an ice box right now, but I'd rather my house be an ice box than to be hot. I'm going to put on some sweatpants and a t-shirt, and I'm going to do what I got to do here, and then I'm going to climb my behind into the cloud. If you don't know what the cloud is my bed. A lot of people think I'm talking about smoking. No, I'm talking about my bed. My bed is the cloud. I love the cloud. Every night, I might say that on Facebook, and people be like, oh, you need to get in. You have no idea what the cloud is. The cloud is my bed. The reason why it's called the cloud, obvious, because it feels like a cloud when I get in it. It takes me 3 minutes to go to sleep. I swear to goodness, it takes me 3 minutes to find me a movie and fall out. That's the cloud. But it's the same lady. She ain't no different. The podcast lady and Kat, they the same lady. Like, don't separate us. Real talk. We the same lady. Yeah, my bed is wonderful. I love the cloud. The cloud is awesome. I love the cloud. Y'all don't know. I be getting off of here like, 3 minutes. Yes, it takes me 3 minutes. 3 minutes to find whatever, because I had this thing too, like I need noise when I go to sleep. So 3 minutes to find whatever's gonna play while I'm sleeping. Put all my blankets on top of me, because I am one of those girls who sleep with blankets all year round. Well, my house is cold enough for me to do so, but I sleep with blankets all year round. Put all my blankets on top of me. Snuggle in, get warm, and that's how it goes. 3 minutes. I'm home every night. Trust me, 3 minutes. I promise you. So it is what it is. But anyway, yeah. So we had an interesting conversation this evening, and I'm not mad at it. You know, I just understand and stop expecting stuff from people that you're not really ready to give. You're not really ready to lock it down and make her your wife. Don't expect her to act like your wife. If you're not ready to make the commitment to make her your woman, don't expect her to act like your woman. And vice versa, ladies. If you're not really ready to commit to that man, don't try to act like he your man. If you're not ready to commit to that man and become his wife, then don't try to make him act like your husband. It's simple. It's not rocket science. I've been giving y'all some simple ass shit. Y'all just be acting like I'll be talking French. I'll be speaking in French. No, I'm not speaking in French. Anyway. You want to come on the show, hit us up, ambitiouslypodcast@gmail.com. Again, ambitiouslypodcast@gmail.com. The phone line is always open and available. Just know that if you call in, you're going to be live on air, and we will be listening to you live on air. Text, I'll read your text live on air. And if you ask me to drop the link, you're going to be on air. The number is 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. But join the conversation. These conversations be fine. On the law. Y'all don't even know. If I play a video, by chance, that know that I have permission to play the video, I wouldn't play it if I didn't. And my DJ, he do what he do, but the videos, I got permission to play. I ask first. If you're looking for me on social media, on IG, it's at Miss_ambitiously_ENT. On Facebook, it's at Ambitiously. On YouTube, it's Ambitiously the Podcast. Period. Uh, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm more like I like the likes more. They help me out a little bit more, but I'll take all of it. I'll take whatever you're willing to give me, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, baby. I don't know if I should be putting the Cash App thing on here because it's been up there the whole show. If you wanted to send me a donation, you would. But know this, if you do send me a donation, that don't mean you run this shit. That just means you like what you are watching and you want to support. That's it. But I still run the show. The business is under my name and it is incorporated LLC, baby. It's an umbrella. My dog is disrespectful. It's an umbrella of things. I got my paperwork. You got yours? No? Okay, you might should get that together. But it's very much incorporated. Our Patreon, yes. I knew I was forgetting something today. I need to put the coffee joint on here too, but patreon.com/ambitiouslyenT. Things are on there. You got to become a member to get the good stuff though. That's it. Same thing with viewer.com /@ambitiouslyenT as well. Big shout out to King Knox. He'll be back up on here on Tuesday for the tap-in. We're going to talk about it. And then Doc, where you at, baby? Well, no, Doc is right here. Doc is going to hit us with the final exam. Doc is going to hit us with the final exam. And we're going to take our test. Right now, I'm up. But we never know how this is going to go on the next final exam. And big shout out to my DJ, Root KZ. That's the dude right there. Make sure you tune in this Friday too. I'll be off tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday for the Fire Mix. It's lit. I got it already. I got to put the visuals together, and I got some new visuals. I got to put the visuals together, but the Fire Mix is lit. We ready. We already got it. I ain't even waiting for him to send it to me. I had it earlier this week. Who you playing with? My DJ be on it. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. Go DJ, because that's my DJ. He be on it. So big shout out to Root KZ. I had the mix since, I think, Monday, maybe. Probably Monday, or if not Monday, it was Tuesday. All right, let's see what my boo Doc got to say. Doc said we worldwide. By the cow, period. By the cow. By the cow. Props to Knox, period. Salute to DJ Root KZ on period. He be killing it. Final exam score. Let's get ready to go up real quick. Final exam score, Doc 2, Cat 3, and Knox 0.5. And that was love, that 0.5. Plus I had got in trouble, and I think that's why he got the 0.5. Anyway, but it is what it is. I ain't mad he got a 0.5. I was getting ready to give him a point until he tried to steal my point yesterday. Like, dude, be real. I was getting ready to give you my point. Now you're going to try to take it. No, that's my point. Give it to me. It's mine. Sometimes you got to be an Indian giver. To take my point. Nope, I'm not even. He would have had 1.5 if he would have acted like he knew. But nah, big shout out to King Knox. That's my dude right there. It's always a fun fucking show with him and Doc. And I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's fair for me to say that I got a favorite show, but I always enjoy the tap in. So yeah, that nigga try to take my point. Nope, give it back. Indian giver, give me my point back. You stick with your 0.5 since you want to try to act like I didn't say it first. I said too short first, but anyway. So all right. So wait. Next, we back on the East Coast. We are, but we still doing the 2000, right? Year 2000. Let me know, because I got to study for my exam. Yeah, but so it is what it is. Yeah, you try to take my point. Take my little point. No, I want my point back then, since you want to try to take it. I was trying to share it, but you want to take it. I'm taking it back. I'm an Indian giver. Yeah. Don't give... make it easier for y'all. Me? Sorry, no, it's hard for me. These exams, I just be, they be hard. Professor. they be hard. I just, you know, I'm up 3, but they be hard. Okay, so first things look at you. I'm not cocky. These final exams be freaking hard. That's why I don't guess in the beginning. I want all my clues. Give me my clues before I start guessing. And it's funny because I talked to Mo earlier today, right? Which we got some things in the work, but I ain't going to speak on it too soon. Until we get everything in order. But I did speak to Mo, and I told him that you said maybe I should ask him, and I also said no, I'm not asking Mo because Mo going to have the leg up. He probably going to win. every trivia question. He said nah, but I'm like, yo, I feel like Mo going to do it. But yeah, be looking out for some shit with Mo coming up soon too. He got some shit in the works. But anyway, first things first, mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. But if you are going to mind people's business, come here on Media Monday and I'll tell you other people's business because I love it. I'm nosy. I'm nosy that way, right? But that's when you should mind people's business. Otherwise, don't be minding other people's business. Be here for the tap into on Tuesdays. Always a good look. And I tell you people business sometimes on the tap in. If I got a story that I can relate, I'll tell you that story too. But mind your business, everybody. It's a difference between minding your business and jumping into somebody's lane. I'll get to that later. Love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies. They need that love. They need that encouragement. And remember to always tell them that they are the GOAT. They need that. Somebody got to tell them who better than you. If they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, or commentator, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. I don't know. I never worked there. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, secretary, janitor, receptionist, or whatever the hell else they do over there at NASA. I don't know. I've never worked there either. All I know is they work with space. But encourage them. They need that encouragement. I can't wait for the school year to start back up, which is in a few weeks, so I can get back to showing my kid, but not only my kid, the other children that surround me, encouragement is always needed. Yeah, I walk my kid to school every day, and I be out there until she go in the building. And then I'm there to pick her up as well. So that encouragement is there. Stay in your lane. Everybody's lane is not your lane. Like, stay in your lane, y'all. Because you jump in my lane, you getting this. Oh, you getting her, for sure. You don't want her. You want her. She's nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly and all that good stuff. Or at least her. Because if Cat is purring, baby, if Cat is purring, she is a happy, happy girl. But at the end of the day, stay in your lane. What usually happens is a collision when you jump into other people's lanes. So just, who wants that? Just stay in your lane. And last but not least, choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not your battle to fight, baby. Some battles you gotta be like, you know what? I succeed. I concede. I concede. I don't want any parts of this. Go ahead and you won. I told you right now, my biggest two things, you win, or my other one is okay, because every battle is not your battle to fight. So don't worry about fighting all the battles. And worry about the war. The war is more important than anything. But whoever is watching from YouTube, thank you. Whoever's watching from Twitch, well, I know who's watching from Twitch. Hi, Blue. Hi, Doc, baby. And whoever is watching from Facebook, shout out to you too. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Big shout out to my listening audience. You heard the list, and we added, well, I updated the list. Now we got the Czech Republic on the list and Portugal. We there. You don't play with me, Doc. Do not play with me. I know yesterday I made a boo-boo, but you don't get to play with me like that. My non-Brazilian man, Brazilian man. Oh, that's you. That's who. You. You stole the cookie from the cookie jar, Doc. Anyway, so no, I gotta get out of here though. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. To those that did, come back. Fire Friday, dope ass mix. It's gonna be so fun. And I gotta go. Oh man. It was an accident. You been acting funny ever since I did that. Shut up. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I was tipsy. And we make mistakes. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. You gotta think. even though you my boo Doc. But sometimes it slips because it's a Doc and it's a. I'm not gonna say the other name because that got me in trouble yesterday. Whatever, Doc, stop playing with me. You know you my boo, even though I accidentally called you somebody else's name. But we're not gonna mention the name that I called you. But you know, first and foremost, you my boo. You are the employee of this podcast. Don't do it. He is not. He got a job, but he's not the employee of the podcast. I love you guys. Doc, Doc, stop. All right, I love you guys. I gotta get out of here because I got things to do. See you on Fire Friday, and I'll be. Hey, you are boo. See, don't go Brazilian man on me real quick. You are my boo. Stop. Anyway, I gotta get out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe out here. Don't be out here acting crazy. Doc, don't be Brazilian man out here in these streets. I know how you get down. And just take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday and have an easy Thursday too. It's almost Friday. We getting there. And good night. Bye.